Once you have your canvas ready to go, you can start to think about all of those tips in terms of those guiding questions. What type of font, what color, what image, what icon, all of those things. So I want to quickly run through a few things that I want to show you. So the first thing you want to do is you want to potentially set your background. When I work on something like this, I start from the back and kind of move to the front. So you're thinking about layers like you would do in Illustrator, but you're working from that background. So to access options for your background, you're going to go ahead over to the left-hand side and you're going to click on background. It's with the crosshatch lines. And then you have some different options. You can pull in an image or you can pull in a color. If you pull in a color and you're like, I like the pink, but I want to change it so it's not quite so pink, you're going to go up here to your color palette, which comes up in the top left, and you're going to double click on it or click on it once, and it's going to give you the option to do a new color, and then you can kind of pick and choose and maybe change that color a little bit if you so choose. And then that doc stays right there for a good resource for you. If you're not sure about the image or the document color, you can also do an image, and they have textured images. You can search lots and lots of free options currently. Even something as simple as a gradient would be something that you could use as a background. Just make sure as you're kind of scrolling that you're looking to see free. I could search color. It gives me a whole different realm of things that I might want to use. I'm going to go back. I want to keep it fairly simple. So this is an image. And if you're in an image, there's some things that pop up right up here. Effects, filter, adjust, crop, and flip. So you can make some changes once you've set those images. The effects have some things that you're going to want to kind of explore a little bit. So if you click on the effects and scroll down, you are going to see all of these effects that you can use. So I've already added these into my options. To do that, if you're like, oh, I might want to liquefy something or I might want to pixelize something, I'm going to click on that. And then you have to connect to this. It's an external fix or effect, excuse me. Now I can see, gosh, what happens when I do that? Ooh, that's not something I like, but maybe it is something I like. But there's lots of different options as you kind of scroll through. So it's a great way to provide you with more options as you start to play with your background, any of these images. But you always have to just make sure that you've hit connect. That's kind of interesting. I kind of like that. Then I can go into filter. That's pretty self-explanatory because you don't have to add in everything. Anything's right there that you need. Adjust, I feel like, is also self-explanatory because it's an immediate, again, you don't have to connect that external link. Crop will change the size. You can kind of move depending on your picture, what you need. And then flip if you want to rotate it at all. So that's just some simple things that you can do to play with your background. And again, those effects are what I was using. And you're going to click on them and see, oh, it looks like nothing happened, but then it pops up.